What's up, everybody? This is Hygh, founder and host of Highlight Sports, and today I'm here to present you with the high five for future NBA or just basketball documentaries that we should be on the lookout for, that I, Hygh, want to watch. Now, I know tonight is the NBA draft. There's going to be players who will make a legacy, either a legacy for the Hall of Fame or a legacy for the Hall of Shame. Draft bust. So I'm a huge sports documentary fan. I watched the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance, about 3 or 4 times over and over again, because it was just a really good documentary. I've watched the Bad Boy Pistons, the Orlando Magic documentary with Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, 40 Minutes of Hell with Nolan Richardson. I Hate Christian Laettner, the Fab Five, with Michigan, the 5 freshmen that came in, and the Dream Team, the '92 Olympic team that won the gold medal. So, like I said earlier, since the NBA draft is coming up, here is 5 future documentaries that I want to see in basketball. This is my high five, and it's no particular order today, but these are 5 documentaries that I want to see. Number 1, I want a documentary on the Oklahoma City Thunder era when Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant were playing together from 2008 to 2007, when Durant arrived in Seattle, all the way up until the time James Harden got drafted. To me, those 3 players probably could have won multiple, if not one or multiple championships with that particular talent that they acquired between Kevin Durant in 2007, Russell Westbrook in 2008, James Harden in 2009, and for them to make the type of runs that they made to the Western Conference Finals, to the NBA Finals, and then all of a sudden for James Harden to get traded. I want to understand the dynamics of what was going on. That was like a dynasty, man, that I believe many NBA fans, basketball fans in general, would have loved to see win several titles. The next one, I know this one is probably going to be coming out, but I definitely want to see the time of the Hygh. That's LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade. As a fan, I want to understand the 4 years of when LeBron was in Miami. Understand the behind the scenes of what was going on. You go to 4 NBA finals, win 2 NBA championships. As a fan, I want to know, what happened that first year. You were favored to beat the Dallas Mavericks in the 2011 NBA Finals, and LeBron didn't show up. As a fan, I just want to, I want to know what happened. The behind the scenes stories of things that was said, things that were done, and what was the motivation to come back out in 2012 and 2013 to capture those for LeBron to get that elusive championship. For D Wade, future Hall of Famer, for Chris Bosh, I want to understand that backstory. Why did you not get Carmelo Anthony? There's stories out that Carmelo Anthony, when it was time to re-up, he decided to add an extra year to his deal in Denver for his extension. Otherwise, he would have been in Miami instead of Chris Bosh. So I want to understand that dynamic. The Hygh, which is the big 3 area in Miami from 2010 to 2014, the LeBron era. That's my number 2. My number 3 would be about the San Antonio Spurs and their 5 championships. I want to understand the culture of Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, the drafting of Kawhi Leonard when he started there back in 2012, 2013. I want to understand the culture that was built up and the success of those 5 championships. A lot of sports fans say, that was a very boring team, the Spurs, but they got the job done and they won games. They won. We can't knock them. they won games. So I want to understand that dynamic and why the NBA and why did people not like their style of brand of basketball. Shaquille O'Neal called Tim Duncan Mr. Fundamentals. Yeah, he's Mr. Fundamental, but man, they won championships and they was winning games. So my number 3, the dynasty of the San Antonio Spurs. Number 4, I believe every fan, NBA fan, non-NBA fan is looking forward to this. Shaq and Kobe in LA. Now, there's a book out currently right now about Shaq and Kobe. I'm going to probably talk about it on my podcast coming up here pretty soon. About the time, Shaq went to LA in '96, left Orlando, signed with the Lakers, and he's teamed up with a exciting 18-year-old rookie named Kobe Bryant. And I want to understand the dynamics of, they went to 4 NBA finals, won 3 championships. We've heard the stories of things that was going on, but we want to know, like, how did everything fit with Phil Jackson coming there? Man, even Dennis Rodman played with Shaq and Kobe in '99 during the shortened lockout season. I think he played several games with them. I want to understand how those pieces all fit together. Rick Fox, Big Shot Robert Horry, Derek Fisher, Samaki Walker. Was Samaki Walker on that team? I don't think Samaki was on that team, but Swish Parker. They had several. Karl Malone came and played with them for a year to get a ring. Gary Payton. These are the type of stories that we want to understand in the relationship that Kobe and Shaq had together in LA. And number 5, I'm going to take it to college. I want to know a little bit more about the Georgetown Hoyas and the legacy, life and legacy of head coach John Thompson Jr. and how he changed the game of college basketball. He was the first Black African-American coach to win a Division I national championship, as a college NCAA Division I championship as a coach in 1984 over the Houston Cougars. So I want to, document that time in the 80s when they played against, when they lost in 85 to Villanova, and they were favored to beat Villanova, and they lost by 1 point. From the time he started, and he had to, start literally from the mud, with Georgetown and building Georgetown into a powerhouse. You have the Hall of Famers like Dikembe Mutombo, Alonzo Mourning, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson as of late. So being able to understand, how he got it in the gutter and the things that John Thompson went through and the struggles that he went through to build the program up to where it was at. And how can they now, and now Patrick Ewing is the coach, and he's trying to bring that Georgetown swagger that was once, had by John Thompson. So those are my 5 documentaries. The Georgetown Hoyas, number 5, Kobe and Shaq 4, the 5 championships in San Antonio, the Big 3 era, the Hygh in Miami, and the number 1 is the Oklahoma City era with Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. Now, you can check out this content. You go to my YouTube page at Highlight Sports. That's HYGHLIGHT. Or matter of fact, we're going to keep it even simpler. Go to alhygh.com. That's ALHYGH.com. My name is Al Hygh. Thank you for tuning in. Comment. Tell me what documentaries, basketball documentaries, college, pro would you like to see? And until next time, disrespect your senses.